She just called the police.
Gino just beat my ass. That's why.
She come in here and
I came in there. I put 7 down and I left. You ran outside and attacked me.
Police, man. This is crazy.
You came outside and attacked me.
My family.
You, I don't give a f, y'all.
Leave my neighborhood.
You broke my computer. Fuck you.
Call her.
Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Get out of my car.
You bet you.
Get out of my car. Stop.
Get up.
What's the address of the emergency? Okay, for verification purposes, can you please repeat the address? And what city is this in?
Baby, sorta.
Is it a house, apartment, or a business?
It's a house.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
My ex-boyfriend just beat me up.
How long ago did this happen?
This happened like maybe about an hour ago. I had called the police before and they came, but like his whole family was here, so I told the officer. There's video cameras all throughout the house, all outside in the front where he attacked me.
Okay, do you need paramedics there?
I don't need paramedics, no.
Okay. Is he still there?
Yeah, he's here. He probably deleted all the footage off the camera.
Okay, what is his name?
His name is Eugene, E-U-G-E-N-E. Last name is Smith.
Okay, date of birth? What's his date of birth?
10/10/90.
You know, by the end of this, for many of you guys out here, I hate to see young men or men at all go through what you just saw right there. Most men think they're in love, but they're not in love. They're starving, and unfortunately, the woman that they think they can't live without is the meal, and they keep somehow going back to that woman till the day they figure out that, you know what, the difference is the day you stop losing yourself every time she walks into the room and every time she wants to come back, that you just don't look back as a man. I always do all this stuff because at the end of the day, I always love preventative maintenance, to teach you young men that everything that shines isn't gold. Everything that looks good isn't good for you. And so many young men get caught up in that spin of women and things like that and don't even realize it. But by the end of this, you're going to see exactly why you keep needing her. Okay? Man, and actually what it's costing you at the end of the day, man. And before I'm done, I'm going to give you one thing to do today that's going to help a lot of you young men get out of the situations that you're in right now. One thing I want you to understand, and here is the truth, gentlemen, that nobody ever sat around and took the time to told you, okay? The need that when you see a woman that you really like her body and things like that, there's a part of you that feels like, I need this person in my life. There's a part of you that feels like that she's my end all be all and my life won't be anything without her. But what you feel, as I said before, isn't love. The need is the hole in you that unfortunately she just happens to feel at that time. She doesn't really create the hole. She just filled it for a while. And unfortunately, guys, your heart thinks she's the one. your mind thinks that she's the perfect one for you and everything. And most y'all don't understand that when she's gone, you think you miss her. You don't miss her. Unfortunately, guys, you just miss the version of yourself that felt okay when she was around, and that's it. And that's a different thing, man. Until you start to learn the game and realize those two things are actually two separate things at the end of the day, you're going to keep on making every woman that you meet, you're going to feel like they're the person who can actually fill that hole. And that's not what we want to do. A man who needs a woman at the end of the day isn't a man yet. He's just a young man looking for a job. He pays bills. He goes to work. He looks grown at the end of the day, but the moment he gets with a woman and she pulls away from him, his whole world collapses. And because nothing that he's doing is holding itself up, he sees that she's the one that's holding him up. So he needs her more than she needs him. And it's the same if you look at the situation with Geno. You can tell a lot of young men just feel like they need women. They feel like the connection I need is with a woman. And the man that is held up by the woman isn't a man. It's structure. Okay, he's just a statue in all of this, renting space from that woman. And when a woman realizes that you're not standing up, she's going to challenge the kingdom, and that's what you see. Unfortunately, Geno didn't realize what he was dealing with. Geno didn't realize what it meant to be a man with the game, because unfortunately, money doesn't make you a man, and status doesn't make you a man. The woman that's doing all that stuff to Geno didn't lose interest in Geno. She lost interest in the person that she thought he was when they first met. A lot of women will do this, gentlemen. And I want a lot of y'all guys like to wake up, and I get it. A lot of women will play tactics. Please understand, this is not the first argument that they had. This is not the first problem that they had. This is something ongoing, but as a guy who doesn't have the game, a lot of young men will always reinforce the bad behavior, because one day they wake up and the first thing they do is just check their phone. You're not checking time or anything like that. You're checking to see if she texted. And then when she doesn't text you and everything like that, the whole day starts with a cloud above your head. You start to wonder what she's doing, who she's talking to, and who she's with. You start to ask yourself, well, what did I do wrong? And you didn't do anything wrong. Geno did nothing wrong in this, but yet when the woman recognized that she had a power over him, she used that against him, and that's the problem. And for many of you guys out here, man, who go through these problems, who deal with women like this, who have that cloud over their head, you go to work, but you know, that whole day you're at work, you're not really at work. Half of you is at work and half of you is wondering what she's doing. Part of you wants to lift out, reach out and write her a text, delete it, and then you want to write it again. And then you want to delete it again. You want to send it. You want to say something, because a part of you young men are missing the connection. There's like a connection that you feel like, I need to talk to her, because if I don't talk to her, I'm going to lose her. And if you think about the Geno situation, he's already lost her, but he didn't realize it. And this is why I'm talking to you guys, because I don't want the Geno situation to ever happen to you guys out here. A lot of you guys will try to work out or do something to get her out of your mind. But the more you try to get her out of your mind, the more she'll stay in your mind. And once a woman realizes that, that's what you'll get with the Geno situation. A woman is going to act out. A woman's going to act up. A woman's going to disrespect you. A woman that's going to treat you bad. A woman that's going to cause arguments and all that other stuff. And I don't want that to happen, because when you are in those situations like Geno, you're really not living your life. You're just managing your need for her, and that's actually the difference. And every day you do this, you lose another piece of the man that you were supposed to be. The man who is supposed to sit on his throne and live in his castle. And it's sad that too many young men go through this. And unfortunately, the worst part about all of this is that she can feel it, even though you didn't say it. Even when you play it cool, she can feel your nervousness, okay? Because what you understand about these women out here, the moment they realize that you need them, they stop needing you. They stop wanting you. They stop wanting to be around you. They want to yell, scream, and they would do everything they can to actually disrespect you. And guys, that's not the cost, man. Not just a relationship, but it's the cost of the person that is going through what you're going through. And here's the thing that most guys actually miss in all of this that I'm talking about. It's the pain that needs her is the worst part. And the worst part is that if you see in Geno's situation, most people might be shocked, thinking that maybe this is the first time, maybe it's the first argument, maybe she had a bad day, maybe we should work it out. There are no bad days when it comes to the game. There are no disrespect when it comes to the game. The first time is the last time. First time is correction. Second time she's gone. But the problem is that he did something early on in his relationship that told her that she can act out like this. She can yell, she can scream, she can be disrespectful, she can do all these things, and yet what he is going to do is actually sit around and reward her bad behavior. That's not the game, and that's not how men's supposed to move. But the part is that when a guy doesn't know who he is, he doesn't have the game, when he's not locked in one thought, one mind, one way, and the woman actually leaves the individual, what happens is that in the man's mind, he feels like there's something missing, and he feels like he needs a part of that person in his life, because with that person, he feels like his life is empty. But see, it's not your life being empty at that point, gentlemen. That is your mind, the enemy, telling you that you need to get that addiction or that thing that you're addicted to, the drug of her, whatever it is you're feeling. A lot of guys feel that drug. A lot of guys miss on that. And for many of these guys out there, is that because they don't take the time to understand who they are at the end of the day, they always get caught up in that drama. And see, the man that actually learns the game and everything like that, okay, who walks out of this and walks away and charges her, okay, he wakes up, okay, at the end of the day, they argue, she leaves. He wakes up and his first thought is checking his phone to check his time to see if he can sleep a little bit more so he can get a few more Z's in or something like that, or figure out his breakfast and not worry about the woman, man. He's not worried about the woman. He's fixing his bed. He's getting himself together, and he's getting his life together, okay? I'm just saying, for all you guys out there, when you learn the game and learn who you are, you're not going to end up in the Geno situation. I know a lot of you young men are blinded by beauty and blinded by curves and everything, but sometimes you are so busy, as I say, looking at the bait, you're not looking at the hook that's attached to it. But when you start to learn the game, man, you stop asking for women to fill your life up and fill your world, because you start filling it up yourself, man, okay? You are locked into who you are and all that, and you're not sitting around here trying to explain yourself to a woman. A man doesn't explain himself to a woman. Either she's going to act right or she's gone. That's it. And this is something that a lot of guys just don't want to hear, because at the end of the day, when you stop needing her, okay, two things are actually going to happen. And I love these two things, and I love talking about that, okay? Two things are going to happen. She's going to realize that, you know what, I got to get myself together. Because if I don't adjust my behavior and my moods, I'm going to lose him altogether. Or she's just going to go away and you're going to keep it moving. I always tell you, on to the next town, eyes forward, noun serving, customer, 3,856 at window number 7. You'll be able to do that. Either way, guess what? Yeah, whatever happens, you finally own who you are as a person. And at the end of the day, you're not trying to keep her. You're not trying to beg for her or anything like that. And your life is actually going to change, gentlemen. All right. And when you start to learn the game, guys, I know it's tough for you right now. For many of you guys who are going through this right now and want to make an excuse to try to ask her back, to try to win her over, to try to make things right, you've got to stop that, okay? We need you guys to take time and appreciate the person that you are and stop allowing women to think that they can do anything for you, okay? It is very important, man, that you have to be able to lock into who you are, believe in yourself. I don't want to see what happened to Geno happen to you guys out here. And this is why we got to take the time and we've got to look at who we are at the end of the day, all right? Because at the end of the day you stop needing her is actually the day you get yourself back, okay? Stop feeding the need. Stop checking your phone. Stop rehearsing the conversations and just build the person that she will admire and want to crawl her ass back to or change her attitude. But in this situation, just remember, gentlemen, this is the end result of a person who doesn't have the game. But the difference between Geno and you can learn the game. Geno is done. People like that are going to just keep repeating the process over because they think in their mind that's what relationships are. And that's not the case. So gentlemen, just always remember, man, build up the man at the end of the day and not the noise. And for all you guys that are struggling right there, all I say to you guys is just take time, hold on. It's going to be okay. Uncle's got you, all right?